top right-wing Brazil newspaper demands removal of Bolsonaro.
Here's a summary of the article.
One of Brazil's leading conservative newspapers has demanded the removal of the country's president, Jair Bolsonaro, as public outrage over his coronavirus response and corruption dragged the right-wing populists' ratings to their lowest ever level. Jair Bolsonaro is no longer in a position to remain in the presidency. O Estado de São Paulo declared on Sunday as polls showed that for the first time a majority of citizens backed impeachment and considered their leader incapable of governing. Perhaps most worrying for Bolsonaro was the finding that 59% of voters would not back him under any circumstances in next year's election, when he hopes to secure a second four-year term. Datafolha's poll suggests the former left-wing president, Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva, would trounce Bolsonaro in the 2022 race, with a 20-point gap between the two. Some on the right opposed to the president believe the only way to block the leftists' path to power is to oust Bolsonaro and confront Lula with less divisive right-wing candidate. Bolsonaro appears to be feeling the heat, apparently trying to distract from the COVID crisis and corruption allegations with a series of anti-democratic outbursts in which he has groundlessly questioned Brazil's voting system. Either we have clean elections or we won't have elections, Bolsonaro declared last week before calling the head of the Superior Electoral Court an imbecile.
This post received a score of 5,600, with an upvote ratio of 96%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Humpty Dumpty had a fall.
He tried to build a great wall. Wait, hold on, wrong one.
No, right one. Bolsonaro is also trying to build a wall, on the western border.
Isn't that just a jungle? Why the hell do you need a wall? All the cool dictator nations have, or had, a wall.
It's like an accent wall for their country. Now, the real question is shiplap or wainscoting. Is wallpaper making a comeback?
I just love granite and stainless steel.
Granite is so 2006.
You're right, Decton. It's impervious is stains, damage, burns, and other people who are scary to my base of voters.
So it is like Fox News or Epoch Time bashes Trump. However right-wing the Estadão might be, I wouldn't put it in the same category as Fox News.
Estadão is a pretty moderate newspaper, all things considered. They've been bashing Bolsonaro for quite a while now. Fox News would be Record or Jovem Pan.
Record is perfect because it captures the same close relationship between politician and media like Trump has with Murdoch.
I don't believe in God, but I'll pray for them to remove Bolsonaro to save the Amazon's sad face.
Not only Amazon, my friend. It's unbelievable what is happening there. Fake news spread all around, hate speech, COVID spread stimulus, fascism raising and so on. It's a real and unbelievable nightmare.
I've heard about that too. It's amazing the parallels between him and Trump. But I'm most concerned about the Amazon because of climate change.
You should worry about developed countries then. The way to preserve the Amazon is for developed countries to pay Brazil, Bolivia, Peru and Ecuador enough that there's no benefit in exploiting the Amazon.
I would not say pay, because that causes bad incentives, but set up investments to make their economies not reliant on extractivism and land usage. One of the worst things about Brazil is that the elite is hellbent on making the country an exporter of commodities. If the Brazilian economy is set up to make the country either an industrial or technological exporter, we would not have a commodity seller elite trying to destroy the Amazon.
After they helped electing him, now that's a better headline.
Oh no, the right isn't happy after getting fucked by the politicians they helped elect. Me, smile with horns.
Sadly, it's always the least fortunate and defenseless that continue to suffer. The vulnerable populations with the pandemic, the Amazon and indigenous people, etc.
Leopards ate my face.
Much like Trump and Bolsonaro is ruling just like he said he would. Don't get me wrong, these are all awful people, but they are consistent with their campaigns. Bojo gets points off for the fake Brexit math though. Voters chose these idiots knowing they were idiots. I must trust the motives of these people. Trump's voters are wannabe fascists who yearn to start a race war with all non-white folk. Note though they are keen to have the gove in their pocket first, this isn't about a fair fight after all. I can't explain the motives of the UK voters. And now Brazil? Fucking people.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.